Hello again from my front porch. We are here at the Iowa State Fair 2024. Here, of course, with my bestie, Tarah. Hi, Tarah.
Hello, Paul.
And we were out here doing our annual food day at the fair. As you know, from previous years, what we try to do is we come out and there's always this list of, in fact, where did I put my little list? They always have this list of the new foods at the fair, and this year they did it formatted a little differently, where they had some nice pictures for at least the top contenders, but then everything that was considered new was on this big map and this list. And now I know you're looking at it thinking, wow, that's a lot of new stuff. And it was a lot of new stuff, but as we looked through different things, we actually determined that there wasn't as much exciting new stuff as we were used to in previous years. So we did this year a little different.
A little different, just a tad different.
We did try some of the new foods, but we also went back to some classics, some things we've had before that were really tasty, as well as some things they're just staples of the fair. They're always here, but hey, if you're gonna talk about, and we may have dabbled in some other areas too, some non-food areas, because there wasn't as much food to talk about. So this year we're not ranking them per se. We're going to share with you what we tried, and what our thoughts about those were. And as I'm looking at myself in the camera, I'm realizing, man, I'm really sweating because the temperature has been really nice. It was a beautiful day, but the humidity was just
really muggy. Really muggy.
But anyway, so we're going to start off just by the number one vote-getting thing from the general public was an item which Tarah actually had the chance to sample on one of the other days when she was here, but they did not have any today.
They were all sold out.
They were all sold out. So unfortunately, did not get to sample that because they didn't save one for me, for the show. I didn't. Shame.
I had that the other day. Bacon cheeseburger egg roll wrap, which is actually very good, very, very good.
So she claims. I don't know.
Well, it won number one for the fair.
Yes. Now there have been times in the past where our voting did agree with what the folks voted number one. There have been other times where our voting did not agree with what they. But in this case, I will trust Tarah's judgment. I did not personally get to eat it, but it sounds like I missed out.
You did. Yeah. However, with that said, there wasn't a whole lot of competition anyhow.
Yeah.
Really,
and so with that really exciting segue, let's go into what we actually did have. Tarah nicely made out the list for us here. So what do we got here? So we start off with a pork chop on the stick.
Pork chop on the stick.
Which is, I don't know how many years they've been doing those here, but forever. And it's one of the things that people actually think of when they think of the fair. Of course, at the fair, on a stick is just sort of a given with almost everything that's served on a stick. But in the case of this, Iowa is famous for its pork chops, especially the Iowa chop. And so we stopped at the pork producer's tent, and we got ourselves a couple of pork chops on a stick. And though they're not new, because they're here every year, you cannot come to the Iowa State Fair really and talk about food without the pork chop on a stick. And look at it. Look at this. Look at the size. That's the little one. That's the little pork chop.
Compared to this.
Yeah, look. That's almost an Iowa chop on a stick. And there is such thing as an Iowa chop. It's not just a name. It's a descriptor of the size and the bulk of it. But the point being, these are really tasty. It's not new fair food, but it ranks pretty high.
This is just a little barbecue sauce.
Yeah, it's fresh. It's blood. No, but pork chop on a stick, always a winner. Always a winner, right?
Right. Always a winner.
Okay, I'm gonna stop recording so I can actually eat it. We also, while we were there, enjoying our pork chops on a stick, we enjoyed them at what they call the Bud tent, the Budweiser tent, although the tent is a permanent building, so it's not, it's more of a structure, not a tent. But we were there because some good friends of ours who are musicians that normally perform down at Carl's place for the Tuesday night jams that they have. They call it the Fat Tuesday Jam because it's Tuesdays.
Tuesdays, and it's supposed to be blues music.
Yeah, and although they do other kinds of music.
They do other kinds of music,
but
yeah.
several of the individuals who have played there come together at the fair and do the Fat Tuesday band. And so they were performing in the venue there, and so we got to munch on our pork chops while listening to the Fat Tuesday band, and we got a little bit of video of them.
You might be at the news, 'cause you and her like you take two once in a while. I'll have a car and go over to Macy, 'cause I know you're a little behind in style.
But when we left there, we walked a little farther up the road, and we went to, I was intrigued by, and one of the new food entries was a funnel cake burger, or cheeseburger. Funnel cake cheeseburger, and it's actually a bacon cheeseburger. Yeah. And so went to get that, and well, I don't want to give away, it had its challenges of trying to eat the thing. And so here, this, we will walk you back through. You can relive the pain. I mean, yeah, pain's good, but you can relive that with me.
Enjoy.
Look at this glorious thing. Isn't that awesome? All right. Let's come over here to a bench. I think I'm gonna actually eat this thing. Look, this literally is. Hey, look at it. Hot. It's very warm, very fresh. Excuse me, very freshly made. It is literally a bacon cheeseburger, hot, between two funnel cakes. Funnel cakes that were just freshly made funnel cakes, because they're very warm, which is probably going to give me problems trying to eat this if the funnel cakes are that warm. Okay.
Let's see him take a bite.
Let's see you take a bite. Yeah, I want to see that too. Oh man. Yeah, it's very, very warm on the poor little fingers. Whoa. Okay. Woo-hoo. I can't pick it up. It's too hot. All right. We're gonna have to hold. I'm gonna have to carry it for a little bit and let it cool off before I can do that.
We'll be right back with that.
All right. So we have now waited through the magic of television. You didn't have to wait as long as we did, but it is now cool enough that I can try to touch it. But look, it's still just so beautiful. It's so wonderful. All right. And by the way, I'm somebody told me that when you're out at the fair, things like calories and blood sugar levels don't count. So I am really banking on that heavily with this. All right.
Oh my God.
Oh man, this is so messy. All right, you ready for this? All right, let's see what happens.
Open wide.
You know, it is surprisingly good. Good and messy. Wow. Okay, I'm waiting for another bite. Here we go.
Do you have anything on it?
Nope, just bacon and cheese. Here we go. One more. This is an experience. Wow. I need a drink.
And that's all cheese. It's not mustard or anything, guys. It's just oozy goozy with cheese. And quite a big burger.
Oozy goozy, yeah. That's a good term.
sound effects are wonderful.
Okay, and so then in addition to that, and I don't normally get to do this. Normally when we come to the fair and we're eating these food things, it's like, oh, that's an interesting creation. You go on to the next thing. In this one, as I'm sitting there fighting with trying to eat the thing,
It was hot.
Yeah, these
Extremely fresh.
Yes, the funnel cake was very fresh. But sitting right by us was actually the lady who owns the place where that was served. And so got a chance to have just a little sit down chat with her. And so check this out.
Okay, so I rarely get a chance to actually talk to the brains behind the wonderful taste treats that we enjoy here at the fair, but this is Jada of Jada's Concessions.
Yes.
And you're the brains behind this incredible funnel cake bacon cheeseburger that I just, well, I enjoyed it, but man, was it a task to try to eat.
Yeah.
So I gotta, how did you come up with this? Where'd this come from?
My dad came up with the idea years ago and tried to get it into the Iowa State Fair. It was not accepted, and 20-some years later, I decided to try it, and they accepted it, and I got in the top 11 on the contest.
Good job.
Yes.
Yeah. And so obviously your dad was ahead of his time.
Yes.
Yes. But now Jada's Concessions, you're here at the fair.
Yep.
But the fair's only, 12 days?
11 days.
11 days. But Jada's Concessions is a lot more than 11 days.
Yes, we travel from the middle of June until the middle of September.
Mm-hmm. And so at other events and other festivals and different communities and stuff like that. So, but how would somebody be able to track you down?
You can find me on Facebook, Jada Concessions, and we update that every once in a while where we're going to be and stuff like that. Sometimes we do sample or discounts for the day or something like that.
So things like this wonderful creation that your dad apparently concocted, and by the way, it makes total sense. I should mention that Jada's Concession sells this funnel cake burger because you sell funnel cakes.
Right.
And so, in fact, it's one of the few places at the fair that actually sells funnel cakes of the stands, because I always used to seek you out to get the funnel cake. And so now, here we are with a whole nother, is this burger going to now become part of your standard repertoire, or was that just a special thing for the fair?
I think we'll continue until if it fades away, then we might, do away with it. But
then you'll have to do to make it really Iowan, you'll have to do the funnel cake tenderloin.
Oh yeah. That might be the next one.
There we go. All right, well, thank you, Jada. I appreciate that. And it really was messy, but that's the best things to eat are.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So there you go. That's I really did think that was fascinating, that the concept of the funnel cake bacon cheeseburger was something that her dad had 20 years ago, and the fair said, no. We were trying to figure out why would the fair have turned that down, but they had their reasons, I'm sure. But now they're willing to let it in, and it ranked in the top 10, top 11, whatever of the new foods of the fair this year. So kudos to them. And if you get a chance, go out to their Facebook page that she shared and see where they're going to be. Because if they're coming to your town, kind of like the monkeys, they may be coming to your town. If they're coming to your town or nearby, you go check it out. It really is. It is good. So then after that, what did we do after that?
After that was the lemon donut hole.
Oh, the lemonade donut holes. Yeah. Okay. So there was a little stand up in Pioneer Hall, way up at the top of the fairgrounds area.
The fairgrounds is very large here.
Very large, very spread out, very massive, and we literally from where the stand was for that first item that was sold out. Mm-hmm. To where we went to go get these lemonade donut holes were literally the opposite corners of the fairground. But so we anyway went there and we tried the lemonade donut holes, and so here we are eating those. All right, so this is my third day out at the fair.
Second.
Your second, and in both our cases, these little beauties were of interest to us. Tarah was out the day that you were out, I wasn't here, and the days that I was here, Tarah wasn't here. But we both saw these on the list of new foods, and they were intriguing.
They were.
And yet we went. So today we definitely, as we're doing the food stuff, we had to make it up.
We had to make it up.
So these are lemonade
donut holes. I love lemon, and so this will be the test here. You want to?
I'll hold them. You take the first one.
Okay, I'll do the first one. All right, here we go. Look at that. Look at that. It almost kind of looks like they made a lemonade donut and just chopped it up into donut holes. I'm not sure. But anyway, let's find out how it tastes. Oh.
I was wondering why you was just going to bite it.
It's not a heavy lemon taste, but it definitely does have a lemon taste. Sure, I'll hold it.
There's not a cream filling in it?
No. Doesn't have like pudding filling or something. So
I was expecting a pudding filling.
yeah, well, I was expecting maybe a little bit more lemon, but it's deep fried. I'm sure it may have started. Actually, the dough may have had more lemon flavor to it before it's deep fried.
Towards the end there.
Got a little aftertaste. All right. Well, yeah, but it does have lemon in it. It's very, very nice. Right? There's a lot of sugar in there. Again, I'm not tracking my blood sugar at the fair because apparently it doesn't count at the fair. So
also don't track your money either. So it's
yeah. That's a good point.
So now you may already be figuring out that there is a lot. I make a lot of jokes about your healthy mindedness of your diet while you're at the fair. You just don't even. Because you're seeing the trend.
Yeah, they do have a salad on a stick.
Yeah, it's not deep fried either.
And it's not. What they do is they take a stick with a cherry tomato, some lettuce, maybe some bacon.
It's almost like a caprese salad.
Yes.
But they shish kebab it. They skewer it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
But it's a salad on a stick. Okay, so then what did we do after? Oh, you know what? Actually, after that we didn't do a food item. We went and we did our candles. And this is where we're going to veer off a little bit because again the food itself was okay, but it was a little lackluster, and so we threw in some other stuff here. And so we went to the cultural building. And we got a chance to do every year that Tarah and I are here. We go to the same booth in this building, and you get to make your own candle. Mm-hmm. And so here we are talking about the candles that we made this year, and again, as a special treat, we got a chance to talk to one of the people who's the proprietor of that stand and learn some interesting things about what they do. So. Here you go. So also here at the fair, when Tarah and I come to the fair, we do more than just do the fair. Actually, before I even get into this, I should mention about this thing sticking up out of the top of my head here. This thing. I actually sang national anthem at the fair yesterday, not the day that I'm here with Tarah doing this. But this is the sign that has my name on it. And at the end of the day, normally I pick it up and take it with me, but I did not yesterday, so I had to grab it today, only I was not prepared it wouldn't fit in my bag. So now it's in this thing here, and I'm walking around like an idiot with this big blue thing sticking up on the top of my head. But what was funny is we ran in, shortly after we picked the thing up, walking on the sidewalk, guy comes up to me and he says, "Hey, good job with the anthem." Well, it's really nice. He saw this, he knew why I didn't sing it today. I appreciate the compliment, but it was not me. But anyway, what I wanted to actually, these are candles, and they're all bagged up here right now. But the nice thing about this is every year we stop and we make these. We make your candle creations at this Moms Make and Take Candles. Now, in talking with them just a little bit ago, they were saying that this is the only thing they do. They don't have a storefront anywhere or a shop. This is the only time they're set up. It's here at the State Fair. We're up here at the cultural building, up on the hill. This is the second floor, and my directions are way off, so I don't know whether this is the east or west wing of the building. But the point is, come to the second floor, and they're over here on this one side, and they're always right here doing this. And you can make your own candle scents. They have all these bottles. You see people lining up right now, doing them right now.
You have all these bottles, all these different scents and fragrances in them, and you get to make your own combinations. And so Tarah and I each made. Now we also usually we customize a little further. Here they've got little glass things you can get, but we stopped by this little shop down by the administration building where we get these little Crocs that have the Iowa State Fair, and then it has the year somewhere. I guess it's down at the bottom in the wrapper. You can't quite see it, but down here at the very bottom it says 2024. So that's how we're able to keep track of it. But anyway, so yeah, when you're out at the fair next year, look these folks up, and it's really affordable too. It's only like $10 per candle. So go do it. And I'm here with Chris, who is one of the proprietors of this nice little stand. And you said you've been doing this for
this is our 23rd year at the fair. So we started making tape candles 22 years ago. We just started with that. I wonder if we can do making tape candles. So we just had the idea and we sold maybe 5 the first year.
That's all?
That's it.
Wow.
And so we love the fair. We love talking to people. So we just kept talking to people, kept growing, and now we've turned into this.
Wow.
We just have a blast. We have I think we have 150 different.
I believe it, because that's the longest part of the process is smelling all over and going, oh, I like this. And then you figure out, okay, which of these might go together. And so we try to get creative every year.
Yeah, creative arts.
Yes. But yeah, and again, like we were saying, they're only $10. If you get the big ones, you get the small ones.
People come back year after year. Like they start out as a 3-year-old, and now we have 20-year-olds that they just keep come back every year and make candles. Have contests.
And then Tarah and I were talking before about the fact that neither of us have actually burned them. She tried burning one of them and felt guilty about it, so we stopped. And we tend to leave them bagged up or take them out and just use them as air freshener.
I love that.
Mines are still bagged.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Even the one I burned, I put it back in the bag.
At the beginning of the fair, if you get here early, we have beautiful Crocs that are handmade by an artist.
See, this is what we keep going down by.
Oh, you go down the fair.
The ones that have the year on them and stuff.
That's a good idea.
That way we're always able to keep track of which fair it was.
Oh, that's fun.
Anyway, thank you, Chris. You got people lining up already.
Yeah.
Probably
We have a
non-stop.
blast. We're fun. Come see us. See you in 2025.
Yes, right here.
Right here. They
Which
change it.
end of the building is this?
This is the south side.
The south. See, I was saying east-west. I was totally off. It's the south side.
Second floor.
Second floor, south side. Come and see Mom's Making Take Candles.
Ooh, we are so much fun.
Yeah. Forget the big slide. This is where you want to be.
This is the big slide.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
And so there you go. And I'm totally still blown away that they do all of that. Now, the whole setup, all that stuff, and they only do it here at the Iowa State Fair. So 11 days out of the whole year. They don't have a little shop somewhere, a little store, a little place. Nope. That's it. Here is the only time, but it's so much fun.
It is. And we have our little collections that we actually never opened, never
Nope.
burned.
Nope.
I did burn one once, and I felt so guilty. I did. I felt so bad that I blew it out and rewrapped it. And
These are a symbol of our friendship. Let me
Yes.
light it on fire.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, that's the last time I didn't even burn it all. I just
No, I'm not being critical because I have never even unwrapped mine. So they're just kind of there, and and some would say, well, but then nobody sees them. But they're not really for anybody else. They're something that we do as friends when we're out here. So.
Well, I'm making a stand for them.
You're making a stand for them?
I'm making a display in my other room. Yep. Yeah, the living room thingy.
Nice. She's making a stand for hers, leaving me to fend for myself.
Well, I'll have your picture there too.
All right. So what did we have next? Now, one of the other things that's disappointing this year, and I know that sounds negative, but one of the disappointments this year at the Iowa State Fair is the fact that the musician that we have for years loved to come see, Bob Dorr, and his I call it now the Blue Review, because it really isn't his band. It's him assembling a lot of other artists, you know, and they would come and do stuff with it. But for the first time that I can recall, because it was 40 some years I think he did it, he's not performing this year. The fair didn't have him here. Not on the stage he normally would be at, not on any stage. He was not performing anywhere. I think that was really a big miss there, but still. Up in the area where he would normally perform, the Mid-American Energy Stage, they have their little food area called, what, the Eagle's Nest or the Crow's Nest?
Crow's Nest.
Crow's Nest.
Crow's Nest, yeah.
And they oftentimes have some creative food things there. They had some duck wonton things there in the past.
And it was delicious. Now,
Yeah,
those were delicious.
They were very good.
Very
Unfortunately,
good.
they were also very not there this year. But they did have
Wonton, duck wontons.
That's it, yeah. But they did have one of the new food items there that was the deep fried PB&J, crustless PB&J. And so if you've seen it's a brand, you buy them in the freezer section at the store, crustless
Peanut
thing.
butter and jelly.
Yeah, and it's just got peanut butter and jelly inside. It's like a Hot Pocket or the apple pie from McDonald's or whatever. But
it's used bread. They use bread and they freeze it and
yeah. And then you like pop it in the toaster or the microwave or something and warm it up. Well, what they do here is they take that and they put it in funnel cake batter and deep fry it and then serve it with some powdered sugar and some jelly or spread or something on top. And so we got those.
They got those.
And they too had their own interesting challenges, both in the actual eating of them and the mess that you can make with them.
For the record, we did not buy two. They kind of messed up a little bit getting it. So one of them they gave us for free because normally we just share. So that's why you'll see two.
Also, since we're saying for the record, they were not both completely eaten either. Here you go. Another of the new foods this year, although technically it's new food at the fair, but I think you can actually get this in the freezer section at the grocery store.
You can, just not deep fried.
Just not deep. So it's this what they call the
uncrustable
PB&J, but it's deep fried uncrustable. So it's these uncrustable PB&Js that you can buy in the freezer section. It's like a Hot Pocket, but with PB&J in it. So,
my daughter loves them.
Yeah, but these have been breaded, deep fried, and then there's some, I assume that's like some strawberry jam or something on it, or maybe some grape jelly, I'm not sure. And then of course some powdered sugar, although you notice mine has a little powdered sugar. Tarah got a whole lot of powdered sugar. Clearly they thought she's sweeter, so.
Clearly they were wrong. Only knew.
So now comes the fun where we try to eat these. I'm gonna have to set mine down because unfortunately I have my hand to hold in the phone here. So, all right. Yeah. Now we'll just see how big of a mess it makes, though. Okay, here. You ready?
Shall we eat it?
You want to try to take a bite? Yeah, we can try both taking a bite at the same time. All right. You can hold over so you don't make a mess. Me, I'm probably going to wind up wearing mine. Okay. You ready? Here we go. Oh. Well, I don't know about you, but I got mostly breading.
Me too.
I'm going to wind up having to take another bite. I was going to say I tasted some of the jam, but I think that's just flavoring it was on top. And maybe that's the point. Maybe it's only peanut butter inside. I don't know. Find out.
No, I broke it. It's a little.
I do see peanut butter. Oh, you see? Okay, you see some jam inside yours, but see mine's just peanut butter. That's all I'm saying. All right, I'm going in again.
A lot more peanut butter.
Well, look at all that jam you got there. Where's mine? I feel.
Yeah. Here, you buy mine. I broke it in half, just not the part I did.
Oh wait, hold on. I can see some in there. Hold on. Well, you got that?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, here we go.
Got the jelly?
I got the jelly that time, yeah. Unfortunately, my nose breathed out while I was doing that, and so now Tarah's black slats look very white, powdery sugar.
I did not realize that.
Because I just breathed what little powdered sugar I have all over her black slacks. Sorry.
I'll live. It's okay.
All right. Well, it was that
Oh, interesting, because it was like a lot of peanut, or mine at least, a lot of peanut butter at first. And then I get to the jam part, and there's not as much peanut butter, so it's like a little off balance in there. Maybe it's how it sat when it was deep frying or something. I don't know. Anyway.
But it's interesting.
Well,
it's battered in the, what is this? Isn't this the funnel cake dough?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it does taste like that, yeah.
Battered in the funnel cake dough and then deep fried. And
I bet your daughter would love it.
But then I wouldn't want to be with her after she didn't down with sugar.
That's a good point.
All right, so then after that, not really awe-inspiring taste, it wasn't horrible, but it was, it was what it was. We then went down to the Ag Building and we got I already forgot what the name of it was now. The Crunch, so what is it? The Cinnamon Crunch Apple Taco. And that actually was interesting. It was like vanilla ice cream and apple pie filling with a whole lot of cinnamon toast crunch seasoning all over this hard shell thing, tortilla thing, and all in there. And it was very sweet, tasty, and extremely messy. They serve it with a fork, but somebody thought it'd be a really good idea to try to eat it with my hands.
It's a taco.
It's a taco. So here we go.
All right, so now we've got the Cinnamon Crunch Apple Taco, which is what it looks like. It's some apple cinnamon stuff with some ice cream, and it's got this tortilla shell that has like cinnamon sugar, cinnamon toast crunch seasoning, sprinkling stuff on it. And I don't know if you're supposed to actually try to pick this thing up and eat it. I'm not gonna. Well, you say I should? I think that's a really bad idea because the crust is already broken here.
That's what the fair is all about.
It's what the fans are asking for. Whoa! If I can even lift it up without dropping the whole
You
thing.
got it, bite.
All right, here we go. You ready? So very tasty. Let me try another one of those. Oh yeah. I am running on the pants too. Well, it's gonna be laundry night. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Now we're getting to the really good stuff. Let's try one more here. Oh, trying to scoop that up in there. That's where the good stuff was. Come here. All right, we'll resort to the spoon. Here we go. Okay. Now. Yum. Well, it is tasty. It is messy. Those are two really good qualifications for good fair food.
All right, so there are times, there's that phrase about having egg on your face. Well, it was not egg that was on my face, but I had plenty on my face. And but then across the road from where we actually filmed doing the eating the taco thingy, the spam people, literally spam, what you're thinking of, spam people had a booth. They were vendors selling stuff, and they had a spam burger. And I thought, it's been ages since I had any spam anything, and I thought, why not? Why not? Spam burger, sure, why not? Now, I will admit, I was expecting more. I was expecting like somebody had ground up spam or there. No, it was just a slice of spam, a thick slice of spam in a burger. That was it.
Yeah, and it wasn't even when I used to eat spam back in the day. It was, I kind of burned it on both sides, so it was that. They now crispy. Call it searing.
Seared spam.
Seared
that makes
spam.
Sound so fancy, so elegant.
Yeah. Back in the day, though, we just call it burning. But okay. But they didn't do that. It was just.
And they have other flavors of Spam too. Like they have a hickory smoked Spam, but that's not what they used for their Spam. Yeah, they just use the straight up plain stuff. So anyway, but I like a trooper that I am, I got one, and here we go. Here's sampling that. All right, so this isn't exactly rare and exotic. It's Spam. But the Spam folks have a thing here, and they have this Spam burger, and so I figured, why not? So here we go. See this Spam burger? Yeah. So we'll see what it's like. Here we go. Oh. Whew. Oh, mouthful. Oh. I'm just gonna, if we can't find it. Okay, well, I'm gonna say it's the most amazing thing ever. Not the worst thing ever. You know what? It's Spam. But hey, it is still tasty, and it's, you know, it's not covered in powdered sugar. It's all right, so that was the Spam, and it was all that you would expect that it was. So where did we go from there? Hopefully somewhere better than Spam.
Yeah, pie.
Oh.
You can.
Maybe it wasn't better than Spam. Now that I think about it, at least maybe it's equal. I don't know. So there we.
Cheating.
Well, you know what? Here, I'm not even going to introduce because we talk about it in the video. So I'll just let you see for yourself what happened. All right. So we were walking down the Grand Concourse, and I saw a sign that said "Bacon Pecan Pie on a Stick," and I was like, "Oh, that sounds interesting." Because, and of course, I'm kind of assuming maybe it's deep fried because everything else that's on a stick is deep fried, and so I just had to get some. Only then I found out that this does follow the letter of the description. In that it is a little piece of pecan pie that they have sprinkled bacon on. I don't think there's any bacon in the pie, and then they just stuck a little stick in the back of it. So I'm sure it's going to taste like it's a pecan pie with some bacon on it. And technically it is on a stick, but you notice they offered me a fork because even they know the little stick they stuck in it is not enough to eat it with. So that's as an example of well, it is technically living up to what it's described as, but it's not at all what you expect at the fair.
Okay, so that was that. So now we're leaving. I'm completely full. However, can't come to the fair without another staple, cheese curds. Mm. They are just delicious. Salty, crispy, completely unhealthy, but delicious cheese curds. And
remember, not only on a stick, but deep fried is a staple of almost everything at the fair. Yep. Cheese curds, absolutely.
Cheese curds are not on a stick, but they just give you a pile of them. Mm-hmm. Good thing about them, though, is they warm up beautifully in the air fryer. Because I'm full now, so I'm just going to take them home, spray them down, and stick them in the air fryer for a couple minutes.
And if my son-in-law Josh were here, he would agree with you that the cheese curds were amazing. He's used to them, just the breaded restaurant style ones you get and stuff. And he had an order of the cheese curds here, and he couldn't stop talking about how amazing the cheese curds were. And it's something that we here would just take for granted.
Yeah, because it's not like a mozzarella stick or nothing to that. I don't even know what kind of batter.
Yeah, but it's good. It's light and flaky, and yeah.
Yeah.
So then that brings us to our final item that we were getting here at the fair for food. And no, I do not plan, and neither does Tarah, to eat this whole thing. But the Barksdale folks, they are famous for these cookies that they sell. Now I can't put the lid back in. How they had it that they sell here at the fair, and it's always tasty stuff. So here, a cookie for you. Cheers. Cheers to another successful food day at the Iowa State Fair. Until next year, Tarah. Well, I'll see you before next year, but until next year's fair, and Food Day. And with that, I'll see you next time from my front porch.